Joining me is Roslyn Franken. She was born in Montreal, and her mom survived a concentration camp in Nazi Germany. Her father survived the Japanese slave labor camps as a prisoner of war in Nagasaki, Japan. And at the age of 29, Roslyn was diagnosed with cancer. And I guess she learned or inherited from her parents the positive survivor attitude. Good morning, Roslyn.
Good morning, Chuck.
You have put all of this together in a book, correct?
That is correct.
Tell me a little bit about why you decided to write about some of the challenges that you faced in life, not just with the battle of cancer, but you also battled obesity.
That's right. Well, I was definitely getting more and more overweight as I was approaching the age of 40. And my thinking was that I'd already lost my health once before in a major way with cancer, right? So I thought, here I am putting on more weight, not taking care of myself the way I really should be, and thought, what else needs to happen to kick me into gear to get that extra weight off, take better care of myself so that I can at least minimize the risk of having another attack on my health like that.
Is the book a how-to book, or is it more of a motivational book?
It is actually both. From the feedback I've been getting from people who are reading the book is that it's extremely informational, it's very insightful, and very inspirational. So I'm not just giving information about, eat this, don't eat that, that kind of thing, but rather having people look inwardly into themselves to find out what is it that's stopping them from having the long-term success. That is the key thing.
Well, one of the things that people do at the beginning of the year, of course, is they set a goal for themselves, but most cases they never get there.
Well, that was me. I used to do that all the time. Every New Year's Eve, I'd be saying, okay, by the time my birthday, May 13th, I will have lost X amount of pounds. But then every year I'd say the same thing, but there would be more pounds to lose. Mm-hmm. And the problem was all in the approach I was taking and in my mindset around food and weight loss that I had that is the same as what most people have.
Did your battles, the battle with cancer and the battle with your weight, did they change you, the person you are? Did they change you in a positive way?
It changed me in a positive way in so many ways. One of the first things I could say is that it created a very deep sense of determination and an ability to look inside myself that perhaps I hadn't done before. Because when you go through these things, it forces you to become more self-aware. And awareness is one of the A principles I talk in my book. You cannot change your habits. You cannot change yourself if you don't first become fully aware. It's a very important piece of any kind of change because we're all so busy running around on automatic pilot that we don't pay attention to the things that we do. We don't look closely at ourselves, and people often don't take the time to do that. So it really made me become more aware of my own habits, but also what do I want from my life? What is the meaning of it all? Those kind of really tough questions that make you think.
How difficult was the battle with cancer, and how difficult was the battle with the weight?
I would say the hardest part for me of the cancer was dealing with it at the same time that my mom was going through a round of her own cancer, because my mother had cancer as well. She passed away in 2004. And having to tell her was heartbreaking. It was absolutely heartbreaking to have to tell her. But going through it myself was, sometimes you surprise yourself of what you can do. I just managed to get through it and say, well, I'm just going to do what I need to do and push forward.
You have 9 guiding principles in your book.
Yes.
Can you just, if you had to pick one, which one would that be?
To pick one in terms of how it changed me?
Yeah, or one that would inspire people to motivate them.
to motivate them, I would say attitudes. That is one of the principles where people have those big aha moments where they read it and go, oh my gosh, like how does she know that? That's me.
Sure.
And I've had people say that. They say they read it, and because I write it in such an easy language, it's very an easy read, easy to understand. It's like they say, it's like you're inside my head.
Roslyn, you're going to be speaking at a health conference in Toronto on March 17th, correct?
Yes, I'm going to be there from 16th to the 18th. I'm going to have a booth there at the show, and we'll be speaking on the 17th.
The book is called The A-List, 9 Guiding Principles for Healthy Eating and Positive Living. Roslyn Franken joining us on Cornwall Today. Roslyn, pleasure to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you, and just want to mention that the book is just recently now available through Chapters and Indigo bookstores.
All right. Thank you, Roslyn.
You can get it there. I thank you very much.